Hey, what's up guys? Mendel here. Hope you're all doing awesome and wonderful. So, as you may know, I've done a couple of videos where I'm checking out the songs from Muse's new album, Origin of Symmetry, the remix version. And as I've said in every video by now, it's my favorite album of all time. And I'm a mixing engineer and producer from the Netherlands. And I'm gonna do like a side-by-side comparison. So I'm gonna do a lot of stopping and playing. So if you want to listen to the full song, check the description box. But I'm gonna listen to hyper music today, which I like to call the Rage Against the Machine song. It has that really Rage Against the Machine kind of vibe going on. But let's get right to it. So I'll first do the intro of the old version and I'll go back and forth throughout the whole song. And I know there's a part in the song where you can very quietly hear Matthew screaming just to spit it in your face. I'll show you that part, but it's like an Easter egg thing, but I'm curious if that's still in the new version. So I'm gonna put my headphones on and then let's get right to it. Here we go. So let's listen to the intro of the original one. So that to me sounds amazing. Like even for like, this was released 2001, I believe. 2001 standards, amazing. So let's listen to the new one, the intro. So I instantly noticed that the chaotic in the background, like besides the pig scratching thing, it's a bit wider on the new one. And the new one sounds louder. Even if I have my normalization on, it sounds louder. Wow, okay, so that sounds thick as hell. I do think the old one still holds up. It's just different. It does sound more wide and more modern on the new one. So that the major chord thingy it's more to the left and it sounds wider. Like some widening effect on it. Like some image spacer thing. But the old one still sounds good. Like when I listen to it now, I think like comparing these two, the thickness is still there when I compare it with some of the other songs. But this still holds up. So now let's go to that famous bass line. So the distortion part of the bass to the left, and I think on the new one it's a bit to the right. Let's go to the old one. So in this mix, like a lot of things are centered, like the vocals are centered obviously, even though on the new one, the vocals are a bit to the left, but the vocal centered, the distortion is kind of, the sort of the bass guitar is kind of to the left, and that high, like bright Marshall clean amp, gritty overdriven thing is a bit more to the right. Whilst on the new one, it's flipped around and the vocals are a bit off center. So this is the part when you listen closely you can hear him say, just to spit in your face. So on a new one, it's really prominent. I love that. Didn't expect that, love it. That backing vocal, like, something like that. It's really centered on the old one, but on the new one, okay, now if I remember correctly, it's a cool drum break here. Sounds a bit more pushed away. I like that roomy on the old one. Like how the drums sound more roomy on that break. You can hear the room mics or a bit of the overhead mics, whilst on the new one, they're more pushed back. I wish on that break the drums were as loud as a newborn, because for newborn, the drums are so loud. Like way too loud. That's my opinion though, but let's continue. That bass sounds so sick though. Holy shit. Like the vocals are centered here and the bass on the left. But that bass tone really shines through in the new one, even though they flipped it around and the vocals for some reason are a bit off center, perhaps to give more room, the frequency or the spatial thingy because of the bass. I remember the Fuzz Factory, that guitar pedal being there on the original. So I've missed that for 20 years. I didn't know that typical Fuzz Factory thing going on. You can really hear it in the new one. when I'm listening to it now, I'm starting to lean more towards the new one. Very limited though, very compressed. Again, that octave thing, that kind of thingy, really prominent and wide in the new one. Love that. It's more mono in the old one. So now comes, in my opinion, I think though, one of the coolest outros of the whole album. Perhaps even better than Microcut, but I love how much aggression this has. Like the screaming. The blues lick. So Rage Against the Machine. Let's take the new one. That scream is sick. Oh my god, that scream is so aggressive on the new one. And there's some extra screaming going on, which I didn't hear on the old one. They're like really low in the background. Awesome, love how it sounds. All right, so that's it for Hyper Music. If you like this video, please hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And let's go to the next song, Plug in Baby, in the next video. See you next time. Cheers.